everybody. This is Jason Steffenhagen, the Associate Minister at the Well, and we are excited because today we are beginning a new journey in the podcasting sphere, and we are starting a new podcast called Local to Global. And with me is the person that will be hosting Local to Global, someone that you are all very familiar with, Lindsey Deming. So, Lindsey, welcome to the inaugural first episode of Local to Global.
Thank you, Jason. I'm so excited for this. I know we've been talking about doing this for a long time, and it just feels, as Pastor Sherry mentioned on Easter Sunday, it's a new day. And so I'm excited to get this rolling and to start really expanding our conversations over our community and the world.
Yeah. So, Lindsey, we've talked a little bit about this. We've spent a few months kind of talking about what we want to do and what areas we want to impact. And, the podcasting area is one that we want to kind of start putting a little bit of a footprint in. And so we've got this idea. We got a few others coming later this week. So tell us a little bit, what is Local to Global?
Sure. So Local to Global is really going to be focusing on the stories of people and organizations impacting us in our community, locally and across the globe. It's going to be focusing on really the stories behind the why. So I'm excited to get to know what drove people to either start or become involved with these organizations, and what keeps them going and what drives kind of their passion behind it. We're also going to be using this as a platform to talk about big events happening in our world and locally as well. So really what it's going to do is it's going to be this platform for us to have conversations about things close to us at the Well here in Rosemount, and then things across the globe and people that we are in contact with and that we reach out to and talk to about how they are spreading the word and how they are serving others.
Yeah. And I think one of the cool things is that we really want to highlight the stories of the people at the Well that are doing things that are already happening. It's not like we're expecting people to go start something new and then you can, we want to talk to you. It's what are you already doing and how can we highlight that? How can we help tell that story? How can people get involved in that if you need people to get involved? But then we also want to highlight, as Lindsey said, people around the world that are doing really cool things, help tell their stories and how people at the Well or that are listening to this podcast can get connected to those things. Like we've talked about my friend, Sean Moore, who is a local UMC pastor. He is like a dynamic person doing a lot of justice work, reconciliation work in the city. And so his story was one that we would love to highlight and tell, and how you can get involved and, be a part of the work of justice in our local community.
Absolutely.
So lots of cool stories.
You fall in love with Sean real quick because he's such a great, like you said, dynamic is a perfect word for him. But I think that's also our goal with this is you want to meet these people and you want to understand their passion and feel it too, and understand why they do it and kind of, motivate us to either follow our own passion in service or find something that really connects to our passions and to what we want to do in service.
Yeah. I think one of the things I've heard at times is, people talk a little bit about like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And so hopefully these conversations will allow people to hear different things, like you said, that might inspire them to get connected to one of them or to, maybe it'll be like, oh man, I have a similar motivation, but actually instead of volunteering over here, I want to go do this over here. But that passion was awakened by hearing someone else's story, which can be really powerful. So Lindsey, why are you excited personally about getting involved with kind of hosting Local to Global?
Well, anybody who knows me knows that I'm this like obnoxious, love all people all the time person. And at the Well, if you hear any individual stories at the Well, you know that we are a group of individuals who love to serve. The amount of things that people have done even throughout this pandemic has just been awe-inspiring. And so for me, this is a passion of mine, is just to love. So love and service, if I can highlight other people doing that and other people, I'm so excited to hear stories and so excited to get to know the people behind the ministries and the passions behind the ministries. So for me, this is exciting. And I can't wait to share that with people, both in our congregation and beyond. And I'm thrilled that we already have a list going of who we want to reach out to, and I can't wait for that list to build.
Awesome. And how often can people expect to hear these conversations, that you're going to be doing?
Absolutely. Well, our goal is to have one every week. We would love to be able to bring a new story to everybody once a week. And we may start off a little slow as we kind of, this is new for both of us, Jason, and we have a few other ideas going. So hopefully we can get that right off the bat. But that is our ultimate goal.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what we do. I'm really thrilled that you're willing to jump in and host this. I think it's going to be a really dynamic piece of what we're trying to do out in the virtual sphere, and to help people generate ideas, generate places of connection, places to serve, and just to be inspired. I think that's one of the things that both you and I have talked about, is we just want people to feel inspired to, keep working for the kingdom, to keep building God's kingdom on earth as it is in heaven, one small act of kindness at a time, one important conversation at a time, whatever it takes. We want to see more love. We want to see more generosity. We want to see more justice. And so we hope that this Local to Global will highlight those stories, and will also focus on the big events going on locally and globally that are impacting who we are and who we're becoming. So Lindsey, thanks for being willing to dive in with me and with all of us. And we're excited to see where you take it.
Thank you so much, Jason.